James Brown, who used to say that Charles Connor was the first drummer to put the funk into the rhythm. Ladies and gentlemen, legendary drummer Charles "Keep It Knockin' Connor.
Dennis, thank you for having me, and I want to thank for coming out, thank for buying the book, and you guys have any questions? Little Richard, I was a star musician in Nashville, Tennessee, and Richard brought me back, me and another guy back to Macon, Georgia, and he said that I didn't think I was going to get that job with Richard, because Richard, I was 3 behind my rent, had holes in my shoes, my pants were torn and everything, and my drum was in a pawn shop. And when he heard me play drums, the drums belonged to the nightclub owner. You like the drum, the club had their own piano and their own drum. And he said, I would like to take you back to New Orleans, to Macon, Georgia. And that's when my heart dropped in my stomach. I said, man, I don't think you want to be bothered with me, because I ain't got no drum to play on. I said, I got holes in my shoes behind my rent, and I ain't had a decent meal in about 3 weeks. I mean, bologna sausage, pork and beans, and wiener. I still like pork and beans and wiener. But what happened, and he said, okay, baby, I'll take care of you and everything. So we went back he brought us back to Macon, Georgia. First time I was on a train, he brought us to Macon, Georgia. The next day he came and picked me up at the hotel we were staying at. And he told me, Charles, I want you to come to the train station with me on 5th Street up in Macon, Georgia. I said, now what the hell do you want to bring me to the train station? I said, what about the other guy too? I want to bring you. All right. So we went to the train station with Richard. And he said, the train pulled off. He said, Charles, what kind of notes are those? I said, those are 8 notes. And he said that that's the kind of beat I want you to play behind me when we had rehearsal the afternoon. And that's where all that stuff, 8 notes at one end. I'm going to play it on a drum too with this. And the way it sounds on drum then. Now no drummers were playing that kind of beat before. All they were playing was the shuffle beat. Or they were playing the fast domino beat. I found my thrill on Blueberry Hill. Or they were playing the swing beat. But even to the shuffle beat, the shuffle beat later. But I put something extra to it with my turn there. To make it more energized and stuff like that. And I created that beat up in Macon, Georgia in I forgot what month, 1953. And a lot of drummers is playing that beat and they don't know where it originated from. I couldn't copyright, because you can't copyright a beat, but Richard gave me $1,000 for that idea. And that's why John Bottom, I think he was a kid at that time, John Bottom copied my style. And I said, John Bottom, a hell of a drummer. And I said, man, so Russ Pete. And I said that John Bottom, he was more technical with it. I said, he didn't have enough red bean and rice and gumbo and okra and watermelon to put in his beat. So everybody thought, but he copied off me, stuff like that. It was exciting, man. I thought I went to heaven. And playing with Little Richard, man, it was really, in the whole world didn't know about Richard. Richard wasn't all that popular, but one thing, Richard was playing for White and Black Club. But it was exciting to play with Richard. And I mean, man, for the dress like that and everything, had your hair curled, little rouge. We wasn't gay now, Richard was on with gay. But we have to play that. I'd say that sometimes I think I'm repeating myself. I guess I am. We have to dress that way for to play the white club, so they think we would mess with the white girl. Lipstick, and not lipstick, a rouge and pancake making all that, and we have to switch and everything. And I asked little Richie, a beautician, one time. I said, I don't really know how to act gay. I said, when you come to my hotel room tomorrow, show me how that gate with that hand thing. Because I didn't have it right, man. I'm doing like this and everything, like, you know. And he said, no, you gotta do like that. You gotta be feminine, do like that. You gotta do like that, do like that. So he finally taught me, you know. But that's when we be playing the club, going to the club, we have to act like that. Because that's the only way, the strategy we use for to play the white club. And Richard lyric wasn't funny. I mean, it wasn't like the hip hop lyrics today. It was funny. I mean, see, long tall. I was telling my man, long tall Sally was a real woman. Yeah, long tall Sally, and I mean bald head Sally. Sally was a real woman with a bald head, closed head, and she only wear her wigs on the weekend. Uncle John was Uncle John. That was a Miss Ann. Miss Ann. He had a number called Miss Ann. Yeah, 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 Miss Ann. Dun, 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 dun. She do nothing no one can. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, 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 Miss Ann. That was a white lady that owned a nightclub on Broadway, and she would let us go in the front door of the club, and we didn't have to go to the back door. And the wop baba loo you know, wop baba loo wop band. Richard got that idea from me, from the drum, you know. The wop baba loo wop baba loo the wop bam boom bop. Bass drum off on your kick drum. It's as simple as that. Audition for 2 weeks in the Greyhound bus station on 5th Street, across from the Douglas Theater. The Douglas Theater now a museum, music museum. He used to audition, and Richard came back after he made Tutti Frutti with his big 1956 Cadillac. He said, I can buy that bus station. But that was the only place, and they didn't have no African American cafes up in Macon, Georgia. They had little hole in the wall and stuff like that. That was the only place we could get a decent meal, air conditioned at the Greyhound bus station. We used to go down Sundays, you know. And but Richard did used to wash dishes, you know. I think Richard won. He got recognized. He won the Horace Heights show at the Horace Heights show. I'm a little too young. I wasn't old enough to understand the Horace, but he won the Horace Heights show, you know. But Richard was also playing. Richard was also playing with a group called the Temple Toppers. Temple Toppers. He was one of the lead singers. And what happened was, he said, someday I'm gonna have my own band. It happened like that with every group. You're with a group, you say, I want to have my own band someday, and do like I want to do. One Direction, that's the group, One Direction, and all those boy band. They turn out to have their own groups and things like that because they want to do their own thing. Cause you get tired of being around, traveling. We was on the road like 11 months out of a year. You get tired of being around your brother musicians all the time. You want your own. You want to do your own thing. Once you have confidence and you learn, you know, you really learn the business. You know, so I had Charles Connor and the West Coast Upsetter, but I said I don't want all African American in my band. I had a guy named, he was African American, Egyptian. His name was Osama or Fifi, the bass player. I had 2 Jewish guys in my band. I had one girl from Argentina, Latina, and I had another girl from East Los Angeles. I had an Asian guy in my band. I had a different. I wanted to have a mixture. You know, that's what I always wanted to do because back then, but I had that opportunity to do that when I came out here. Because down south, black and white couldn't play together. Jan Brown had never had a professional. I was the first professional drummer player behind Jan Brown. And Jan Brown and Little Richard were booked by the same booking agent, Clint Bradley. And Richard came out here on the West Coast for a screen test because they knew he was going to make a move. And Clint Bradley had already had 14 or 15 dates on Little Richard, but Clint Bradley didn't want to return the deposit back. So James Brown took Richard's place, played those 14 or 15 dates on.
Wow.
Yeah. And now, you know, James Brown don't look nothing like Little Richard.
Yeah.
And so they had the plaque card up there, and Richard picture, and they said, what we said, here comes, because it wasn't a communication like it is. Now, the magazine and stuff, like, there wasn't no TV and stuff like that. You can give away a lot of stuff. And we say, here comes little Richard. You know, and James Brown came out there and everything. And he was so proud to play with Richard's band and everything. You know, for the play with us, you know, the band. So he felt good. Now, Richard, James Brown was a hell of a dance. He could dance better than Richard. Little Richard, you know the cape Little Richard used to wear? Where you got that idea from?
Liberace.
You got it. Liberace, with all those
I read your
sparkling.
book.
Yeah, all those sparkle and everything up in his on the cape and everything, and I think James Brown got his. I don't know if you guys know. James Brown got his cape from, you know, the wrestler, the blonde wrestler. You guys might be too young.
Gorgeous George.
Gorgeous Joe.
Yeah.
Gorgeous Joe. That's where James Brown got the cape and stuff from. Yeah. So the place, I think it was a white apartment building, and it turned into an African American building. And so James Brown and me, we brought some girls up to, they were next. I was next to James Brown. He said, man, watch me, I'm gonna tear this room up. And I heard James Brown say, I feel good. And we used to get our hair curled and everything. Now, James Brown, we sitting in the beauty shop, and I got a cigar on my mouth showing. I might look gay, but I ain't gay. And I have nothing against gay people, because I've seen, I spent all my years experience, some of the gay people are the most brilliant and the most creative people in the world. Let people be with you if they're comfortable being there. I have nothing against that. You understand? Nothing against that. But James Brown, we be sitting up in the beauty shop, and I'll be with my leg crossed. I got a cigar on my mouth, and James Brown, and the people used to pay and say, "What that man doing sitting up in the? What that man doing sitting up in the beauty shop, getting your hair curled and everything?" You know, but that was the thing. That's what we attract attention, and that was our gimmick. Yeah, like I say, you have to be. You want to be original. You want to be recognized. You have to do something different. You know. Playing Professor Longhair was exciting because I had never played with a professional drummer like that. It was Mardi Gras Day, I think of 15, 16, it was Mardi Gras Day, and Professor Longhair had a good drummer, but he kind of celebrated Mardi Gras Day a little too early. I mean, he got drunk. And so they say, oh, well, Charlie take private lesson. Let's see if Charlie, you know where you live in? They came and got me and everything. And said, I want you to play with Professor Longhair. Man, I was so damn scared. I thought shaking like that. Shaking. You have nothing to, went to the churches and you have nothing to feel but fear. I was shaking like that, man. And I went, and Professor Longhair, he smoked a lot of pot, and his eye was glassy, and he looked mean. But he wasn't a mean guy, a good guy. And so what happened, he said, you play drum. I heard you play drum. Yes, sir, I play drum, Mr. Professor Longhair. He said, you don't have to call me Mr. Professor Longhair, call me Professor. I said, yes, sir, Mr. Professor Longhair. I was so damn nervous, man. I had my drumsticks on the drum. I was playing, I was shaking, man. I said, I hope I don't have a heart attack. And we started playing, well, I'm going to New Orleans. And we got to the middle of when the middle of the song while I'm going to New Orleans. I want to see the Mardi Gras. Professor looked back at me and he winked. And they say, when Professor Longhair wink at you, you're considered a professional drummer, and he accept you. He accept you. And man, my confidence, it's funny, man. How you confident, you get your confidence, you know. And he said, I want you to play other gigs with me. Now we played a place my daughter quit. The difference playing behind Professor Longhair and Sam Cooke. After we toured the whole country of Australia, Melbourne, Sydney, I love Australia. I have a son over there. And what happened was, well, the woman had a son for me. But what happened was, we left Hawaii and all the way to Wake Island and Fiji Island. It was a 4-engine plane. It wasn't no jet plane those days, 4-engine. And one of the engines caught on fire. And Richard was talking about coming out of show business and everything like that. And so what happened, one of the engines caught on fire. And I think we had just left Fiji Island or Wake Island, one of those. We used to fuse up in the Wake and Fiji Island those days. And I said, I know the sun ain't shining, so the left engine was on fire. And Richard said, oh, the world is coming to an end. Man, I was so afraid and everything. I would drink. Good thing I had a couple of drinks on me. You know, that's a funny thing. When I was flying, I've been on a lot of planes, man. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't fear when I was drinking. I go on a damn plane now, you hear the tell I'm scared as hell, I don't drink no more. You know what I mean? But the thing about that, and that was the same time Russia had launched Sputnik. You remember that? Or you read about that? Outer space. And they said a plane on fire, and Russia launched Sputnik, and I'm just gonna come out of show business. Because this is the devil music. He thought called it devil music. So after we were in Australia for the second and third day, after the last 2 days we played, we were going across a boat on a ferry. They had boats going on a ferry too. Richard said, I'm going to throw all this jewelry in the river. I'm going to give my life to God. And I'm going to be a 7-day adventure. This belongs to the devil. And here was my big mouth. I said, Richard, I ain't fixing to be no preacher. Why don't you give it to me? No, throw it. I know that, you know. He threw all his jewelry overboard, you know. And when he came back, he paid us all off for a couple of weeks or a month and a half and everything like that. And I said, man, what we going to do now? We're not going to live this luxury life anymore. The drugs and the alcohol and the women and the hotel and the food and all that stuff. We're not going to live that kind. What we going to do? So Richard paid us off. So this Sam guy, do you know there was a black guy, African-American guy, had that owned the film auditorium? His name was Charles Sullivan. In the 50s. They found him dead. I think he was get too big for his britches or whatever. But the thing about that, so Charles Sullivan said, let's keep the band together and I pay you guys so much a week for stay together. I said, man, ain't gonna be nobody. Ain't anybody take little Richard place? And then he said, about a month and a half later, he said that I got an author for you guys. And guess who the singer was that take Little Richard place? It was on the same record label, Specialty Records. Anyone in the audience tell them who the guy was?
Sam Cooke.
Sam Cooke. Sam Cooke took Little Richard, you know, and Sam Cooke, and then D. Claude too. They tried to make sing a Little Richard out of D. Claude, but nobody could sing like Richard. All that come from the second line. That's come from the second line. That's that, you know, I demonstrate that comes from the second line. Like when the saints go marching in, that's the spirit of New Orleans. That came from the second line. Because, oh, when the saints. But you gotta have attitude when you play New Orleans music. You gotta have personality when you have New Orleans. You notice the way what I'm doing, I'm showing off. It's an ego thing. Oh, when I'm proud. shows and the attitude. You gotta have attitude about that's you call that soul. If you know, if you are seeing the Richard movie, all Richard movies, the girl can don't like the rock, and when Richard was, Richard got that the lyrics when he say, "I saw Uncle Johnny duck back in the alley." If you notice in the movie what I was doing when he say. When you see the movie again, I mean, it's on video. He said, "I saw Uncle John was born his out and saw everybody. He ducked like that." In that movie, I'm ducking. I'm doing that. Pay attention. It's in the technical little jam. Matthew, the girl can't help it. But all that's New Orleans attitude, New Orleans pride, and that African Caribbean style, and all you got to feel it. I mean, you just don't play like this, like you don't have no soul. Like I'm a robot. That's for symphony orchestra, but I like that too. Looking around and y'all crying, That's my feeling. That's soul music, Everybody got soul. All nationalities have soul. But we just kind of exaggerated more, from being, Caribbean and Africa and all that stuff, African American, all. But we all have soul. Everybody has soul, I played a lot of great entertainment, and I told him when I started playing, I never auditioned for anyone. The only one I auditioned for, I never auditioned for Professor Longhair, but Monica did. And I say, I'm gonna play the structure of the song, but can I do my own stuff too? Can I do my own, live my own style? Because I want to put that New Orleans flavor. I want to put that red bean and rice and gumbo and fried chicken and okra and all and watermelon in mine. I want to put that in my music, And see, that's okay. So long as you play the structure of the song. And I mean, I was fortunate enough, man. Those guys, they put up with me with a lot of stuff. I say, man, just let me do my thing, everything, just let me do the way I want to do it. And they say, okay, I played the structure of the song. I played the intro right. When the solo came, the intro and the solo and the end, everything was right there. But I have to put my little thing in there. It's an ego thing, but you got to be bold when you try to be original, man. You got to be bold. What's going to happen to you if you're not bold? What's the worst thing can happen to you? What's the worst thing can happen to you? You're not going to die hard, or have a heart attack. You ask yourself that, not just for music. If you're an actress or actor, and guys say, man, I seen you play in front of, 25 and 30,000 people. And what happened is, I don't see them people out there look like wall people. Flowers and wall people, But and then when we play in little places like clubs, always watch the person that. Now when you're playing music, you're a musician. This is an individual thing. My thing. You don't want to be a guy looking at you looking like, what the hell are you doing? You want a person looking at you that's peppy and I mean enjoying the music and stuff like that, And I had guys, the drummers, look at me, and they were their beautiful girlfriend and things like that, and they leave their girlfriend, they're going down. I like that because I'm being respected. They're enjoying the music and stuff like that, and they look at you, and they're shaking their head and stuff like that. They stand at the lip of the bandstand, in front of the bandstand, and look at you. That's good, man. I like that attention. I like that kind of attention. But when the police looking at you like that, what the hell is doing? You don't want that. You want Father that. You know what you do? And that's why the audience should get a lot of credit. You could be a great entertainer, a great musician, but you actually get your energy from the audience. The entertainer don't tell you that little secret. You get the energy from the audience, because when the audience enjoy what you're doing, you could be a better performer. When they're doing stuff like that. But if you got 1,000 people, man, in a room there, and they're looking at you, who the hell is this guy? You know, you lose your confidence, lose your energy. You gotta have a boost, you know. And even when I stopped drinking 45 years ago. I was alcohol for many years. I stopped drinking about 45 years ago. And the thing about that is, when I play, I depend on the crowd. It helped my endorphins. You know what I mean? But that's natural. That's natural. And musicians have to have something for to go in a bandstand. You just can't. Okay, you're playing Omaha, Nebraska, or South Dakota, or North Dakota, or wherever, you know, and it's cold. Man, you can't go behind them drums. The cymbals cold. It's cold in the auditorium. People out there with overcoats on. Everything cold. You got to have something to boost you up. That's why a lot of people, musicians, get on drugs and stuff like that. You know, that's why I started drinking and stuff like that. We play South Dakota, North Dakota, and places like that, and Omaha, Nebraska, and Hartford, Connecticut, upstate New York. It be cold, man. So I said, before I go on a bandstand, I'm gonna take me out. But the only thing about drummers, when you're playing drum and when you're drinking, you sweat it all out. You go back in the hotel, man, you get drunk, you smell your clothes. But Richard had 2 uniforms for every uniform other guys had, because I was sweat it out, man. You know, you sweat that alcohol out. Smell bad, I mean, you know, but you smell like alcohol, not bad, it's alcohol, you know. But you got to have something to boost you. You can't, I imagine, you ain't got to be no musician. Can you, everybody got a job in this room, working? Can you go to work and you mess with the computer and talk about a cold glass of ice water? That don't motivate. You gotta have your coffee, caffeine, right? Some people don't have. They can't hold a conversation unless they have. I gotta have my first cup of coffee. Everybody on some sort of a drug, you know. You bring the body to the graveyard, and you're playing slow. That's the first line. But when they come from the graveyard, they want to go back to the church or where the dead person home was buried, and they want to walk fast back there. So they pick up the tempo, because they want to eat that fried chicken, gumbo, red and bean and rice, so they rush back, and half of them be high in their way, because they be a particular place. So the second line is, like I said, the second line is, well, I'm going to sing. Second line beat. Now, before the second line beat, I think they got an intro, the bass drum, for to get all the musicians together. And it's Fast Domino on one of his records, the intro, it go like this. The bass drum always start off. The bass drum always start to get the musician for to have the horn and the drums and all that stuff. It's always featured that bass drum, you know. That's the second line. World Theater in Baltimore, Maryland, also the Harvard Theater and Washington Theater. But the Apollo Theater. Now I played the Brooklyn Theater. In Brooklyn, I like the Brooklyn Theater too. You know, but all the places I like playing New Orleans, I like play California, I like Sweden, Denmark. We played the whole country of Australia. You know, I like Australia, I like Europe. You know, so we used to I think we had 2 or 3 shows. We had about 3 shows there, 2 shows there. I don't remember. And at intermission, we used to go right across the street, happy hour, and we'd go drink. Nothing heavy, drink beer and stuff, because we had to play the last show. So I was staying at I think it's Sir George or the St. George Hotel in Brooklyn. And one floor was for woman and man, one floor, woman and man. And then the other floor was for men on, another floor for women on. Weird. And so I was on a floor, you can bring anybody, men and women. Said, Buddy Holly, say, hey, Charles, what? Tell him, drink my beer, man, on the stood. You don't know you're making history. You don't know you're making history. We know who made it. In 1957, you know you're making history, man. He said, I know you got you sleep on a room, and you sleep on the floor, you can bring me. I said, yeah. He said, could I borrow your key? I said, okay, man, when we taking another break, I'll loan you my key. Don't mess my bed up. You're gonna bring a girl up there. And so after the show, he returned my key, and I went back to my hotel room. I didn't see my bed messed up or nothing. I said, I don't know. He said he used the key, and I don't know if he did or not. He said he used the key. Now, I don't know. He shouldn't have no action on my bed. He might have went to the bathroom floor. I don't know. But that's one of the stories about Buddy Holly. Great guy, man. You know, entertaining. You know, and those days you can play with black and white action those days. You know, and the real Mr. Rock and Roll, the real Mr. Rock and Roll. I know the Mr. Rock and Roll like K-Rock, but the real Alan Freed. Yeah, he was the MC. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. Good old days.
Yeah.
Good memories. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, he did. And a lot of places we played, but the KKK didn't want the Cleveland Clan didn't want to play. You see them hoods, man, don't play there. Cancel that day. And the thing about that is, a lot of places we played where they didn't want us to play. A lot of places we played that we had to go into the back door. Now we planned for these people and everything, and they want us to go to the back door. But they still was enjoying the music. Now back there in those days, they would have concerts, one for African American for color, and one for white. So they would have the first concert for the white kids one night, and the second concert for the black kids. And then, but the white kids would come to the black kids concert too, as spectators, and they would jump down on a dance floor and start dancing with the black kids, and the police would stop them. Now you can remember, I was young at myself, 20, 21. Those kids were around my age, 18, 19, 20 years old. They're my age now, but they started that because they wanted a change and everything. They didn't want to. They liked that energy and stuff, and they liked the way the colored kids were dancing and stuff like that. You know, I was in Mississippi one time and had a boy in Mississippi. He said, "Come here, Charles." Now I'm not talking about no. Come here, Charles. I ain't talking about you, but she said, "Why you black kids so happy, and you don't have nothing when you're dancing?" I said, "Well, we just got the spirit, and you know, it's a natural thing. You know, we just got the spirit to dance and everything, you know." And she said, "Well, I understand, but I don't think she really understood what I was talking about. You know, we went through a lot of stuff, man, like dressing and acting like a bunch of gay guys and stuff like that. We used to go in the club, the auditorium, and guys would pat you on the butt. One guy pat me on that. He pat me on my behind. He's a little richer than his sister. One guy pat me on the behind, and I know his girlfriend had eyes for me, and she went first, you know. And he said, "Here's a little. That's the drum. That's one of Richard faggots, you know." He pat me on the butt, and I told the guitar player, "You might call me a faggot, but at intermission, I'll be banging you in the dressing room." So we went into all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But we really, if it wasn't for Little Richard, there wouldn't have been a Michael Jackson or Prince, people like that. We're the one that paved the road for those people, man, for to get out there and let them get used to seeing black entertainers and stuff like that. I mean, James Brown, you know, I mean, James Brown, Little Richard was working from the same town and everything, you know, they're the same book in Macon, Georgia. But we really we called hell. And the musician that did some of the recording behind Richard, it was studio musician. They was comfortable smoking their little pot at breaks when they at the intermission and everything, and air conditioned studio. We was out there paying our dues, man. I had no hatred. My parents taught me not to hate. You shouldn't hate. You know, but that's way before Martin Luther King. Heard about Martin Luther King. When I was little, we say, "No, Charles, don't hate anyone. Don't hate." And when I tell the guys, I say, "Okay, we being treated like that down south." But I say, when we come to California, we be a little more freer. When we go on the East Coast, Midwest, we go overseas free. And some guys said, "Oh man, Charles always preaching. He only always preaching, man. This big man always told me to be better." I said, "It's gonna be better." And I mean, with all due respect, a couple of those guys, one or two of those guys that say, "Man, you always preaching, ain't gonna get better." Those guys, he said, "We good musicians, we compose it, we arrange everything." A bunch of the guys got disgusted and overdosed, or cirrhosis of the liver. They gave up. But you got, as you in Mississippi, Alabama, those days, you act like you're supposed to act. I mean, you're not gonna be in there all your life. So you 2 or 3 days, you go to Philadelphia, Baltimore, Boston, and New York, and all the places. Things to get better. I always believe that things are gonna get better. I believe in praying and things gonna get better. And I mean, we're not completely. I mean, everything is not everything cool, but it's much better than it was. I signed an autograph for a little girl in the Philippines when she was 6, 7 years old. And I signed an autograph for her. And I said, "Keep rock and roll in your life. I hope you come to America someday." He said, "Okay. Okay, I'm still going back to the United States." So I seen this beautiful girl up in Pioneer Supermarket. And I say, "What is your name?" And she didn't answer, you know, I mean, so I'm a musician. You hurt my ego. You know who I am? That's a joke, but yeah, you know. But I give her my card. I said, "By the way, I'm Little Richard, I'm Charles Connor, Richard, original drummer." She said, "You can't be a Little Richard, original drummer." I said, "Why?" Here's an old, she must say about 4 or 5 times, old man signed autographs for me when I was a young girl. I said, "I'm the old man." We've been married 33 years, and I have a beautiful daughter, which is my personal manager and public, Queenie. We have a beautiful daughter named Queenie. We've been married 33 years. It's a small world. Very small. And this world, like with the computer system and all that, the new technique, the world is getting smaller and smaller. I didn't learn how to drive a car until I was 47 years old, because I didn't have to learn how to drive a car, because I had my own band in Los Angeles called Left Set. I had to drive it to bring me everywhere and set up my drums and everything. But when we had Queenie, my wife, I bought my wife a car. When we had Queenie, my wife said, "No, you're gonna have to learn how to drive a car. We have a baby now, and you got to learn how to drive." I said, "Okay." And so she hired this driver instructor to teach me how to drive. Man, I was so damn scared, man. You ever been to Los Angeles on Hollywood and Holler? Hollywood and Holler. Yep, Hollywood and Holler. You ever been there? Hollywood and Holler? And that's where the guy taught me how to drive. Man, I was so scared. I said, look, man, let's make a deal. You can have the check. And just tell my wife I can't learn how to, I don't know how to drive. I don't know how to drive. And he said, we can't do that. Oh, you jive turkey, you mean you can't do that? But after 3 or 4, I was supposed to take 5 lessons. After 4 or 5, after the 5th lesson, man, I'm showing off. And you know when you're driving, you got the driving instructor. He got his feet on the brake too. I said, well, you ain't got to put on fat and fast, and I mean, you go down, you're strong. I said, I could drive myself, but no, I got to, you know. And I took about, I was supposed to take 5, I took 4 tests and everything. A driving test, and I passed. You know, you don't know what you can do until you try it. Like I said, what you got to fear? Huh? If you try to make apple pie and you burn the crust, so what? That's not the end of the world. If you hit on a chick, you hit on your lady, and she say, I don't want to be bothered with you, there's another one coming by, right? I'm trying to be funny now. But the thing about that is, you know, and then my daughter Queenie, when I was in high school, freshman high, we had typewriters, and I wasn't good at typing, you know. You know, one finger. My daughter and my wife taught me how to use a computer 10 years ago. Now I can send emails and stuff, man. Dad do. I can answer my email, go on the website. But I never thought I could. Those days, man. We didn't have no computers and stuff like that, you know. But you got to keep up with time, and you got to surround yourself with people that know things that you don't know, that make you look good.
Slipping and a sliding, peeping and a hiding, been told a long time ago. Slipping and a sliding, peeping and a hiding, been told a long time ago. I've been told, baby, you've been bold, I won't be your fool no more. Oh, big knife.